It's springtime, but before we celebrate the warm weather and frolic in the grass, you can probably even hear the birds chirping. It's still pretty cool out. In this video, I'll discuss some of my top favorite fragrances I like to reach for on those chilly days, but you gotta come back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video of Smell Good with Jenna. I'm, of course, Jenna. Thank you so much for stopping by. You know what you gotta do? Like, comment, follow, and subscribe. And let's get right into it. So as I mentioned in the intro of this video, it's spring. We're excited. You know, this is the time where the weather, the temperature starts to creep up 60, 70 degrees. You get to pull off some of the layers, wear lighter stuff, but we still have those days where it still can get cold really, really quickly. I know this past weekend here in the Northeast, New York specifically, it was 80 degrees and everybody had their shorts on, shirt, everything. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock hit, it was extremely cold. So with that said, don't put away those fragrances that you can still rock in the cold weather. They're still pretty useful, and I got some fragrances that I really, really enjoy. So let's get right into it. First up, we have Initio's Rehab. Now, I've mentioned this in quite a few videos that the note of lavender I'm starting to gravitate to. I always used to find it very masculine leaning, and I just couldn't really get with it. Smells great in those scents that lean masculine leaning and on a man, but for me, I just couldn't really get to it. But as I said, I've started to come around to it, specifically in Rehab. I find this fragrance to be so versatile. I find it cozy, comforting, relaxing, everything under the sun. It's perfect for those days where it's 50 degrees out, where it's 60 degrees out. Shoot, you can probably wear 70 degrees, maybe not in the sweltering heat, but I think this would work in pretty much any season. So definitely for this type of fragrance, for this time period where it's still pretty cool out, this works perfectly. And it's just so, like I said, it's versatile. Wear it in the office, wear it out, wear it to bed. It's just super relaxing and comforting. So this is definitely a fragrance I have picked up during the first couple of days of spring. So if you haven't already, check out Rehab from Initio. Next up, we have from Kilian, Apple Brandy on the Rocks. This is a fragrance that I had in a previous transitional scents from winter to spring. This makes the list again. I love this fragrance so much. I think as much as I love Angel Share, this should be talked about just as much because it's that good. And I think this is another versatile fragrance where you can probably wear. Actually, I've worn this in the summertime. So yeah, I feel like you can wear this through any season. That booziness, the woodsiness of this fragrance works with the cold air. And then you have the fruitiness of the apple and the pineapple that works in warm weather. So I think this is a beautiful scent, definitely a compliment getter, and something that you can definitely rock in those colder spring days. So if you haven't already, go ahead and check out Kilian's Apple Brandy on the Rocks. Next up, we have from BDK, Tabac Rose. This is also another one that is actually newer than Rehab in my collection. This is a beautiful fragrance and perfect for those cold days. This fragrance is a rose type of fragrance. It's not your average rose. It's gourmand with the chocolate in it. It has tobacco, so it gives it that smokiness and a little bit of spice. Beautiful fragrance. I tested it out one day and it was still very much cold. And I'm like, you know what? This is going to be perfect during the early parts of the spring. I don't know too much into the spring, and probably not when it's warmer out, but when it's still cool out right now, this is everything. So if you haven't already, check out BDK's Tabac Rose. Next up, we have Delina Exclusive. As I've mentioned before, this is my favorite out of the 3 Delinas. This is such a beast. It has oud, so I wouldn't wear this in like the hot days of the spring and summer, but on those cool days, oh man, this shines like no other. It's a beautiful rose note. Again, it has the oud. It takes away the rhubarb of the original OG, the OG Delina. It's vanillic. It's just a beautiful, beautiful scent that worn in those cold days, you're gonna turn heads and get compliments. So if you haven't already, please check out Delina Exclusive. Next up, we have from Louis Vuitton Fleur de Désert, Another rose fragrance? Yes, another rose fragrance. This one doesn't get talked about enough, so I'm here to give it its shine. Fleur de Dessert is amazing. It's a beautiful rose oud fragrance with honey drizzled on it and then the spiciness of cinnamon. This is beautiful. It's a beast. It smells so good for this time of the year. You're gonna get compliments. It's gonna last forever. It's pretty pricey, I gotta admit, but it's such a gorgeous fragrance and I love it. So if you haven't already, and I'm pretty sure you haven't because no one talks about this, Louis Vuitton's Fleur de Dessert. And lastly, we have another fragrance that made the cut from my previous video, Born to Stand Out's Happy Nuts. I love this fragrance so much. I think you can wear this in any time of the year where it's cold out, so the fall, winter, or the later parts of the fall when it starts to get cold out. But fall, winter, and in the early parts of the spring, I prefer wearing this in the spring. Something about the notes of almond, pistachio, honey, caramel. I think there's even a boozy note in this. Just, I love it for the springtime, and I pair it with Kayali's Yum Pistachio. It's just a gorgeous scent to rock in April, in my opinion. Love it. Super gourmand, super sweet, super long lasting. Compliment getter. It's just a really good fragrance. So I would definitely check this out in regards to rocking it during that transitional period, because you're gonna turn heads with this one. So that is Happy Nuts from Born to Stand Out. And that's my video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, like, comment, follow, and subscribe. But let me know what are some fragrances that you're pulling out during the early parts of the spring. There's so much more that I could mention, but for time purposes, I gave you this, 6? So let me know in the comments. And always remember, the best compliment one can get is that you smell so good.